Kiwi here, back again. Back on the Camaro again. Been off it for a little bit just with everything, doing the hoist and everything like that. So a bit of a better backdrop also. Doing these sort of the greetings of the videos. So this video, it'll be Camaro 9. We're moving on to doing a bit of the exterior paint stuff. So hopefully I get onto the rims this time. Still waiting for the hoist to be hooked up. Once that's hooked up, I'll get onto those rims. It's just a bit easier on my body to get down and undo them. But I'll be moving on to doing a few of the touch-ups here and there, painting all the body kit silver, colour matched. There's a few scratches and a few marks where there was trim used to be, and it's got like the original silver with the other silver top and bottom sort of thing. And yeah, so just going to touch up those things. It's just a quick sort of cheap touch up. I'm only using spray cans on this one. I'm going to paint the car properly eventually, but I'll probably go colour change maybe, but we'll see when we get there. At the moment I just want to clean it up a little bit. There's a bit of rust, surface rust here and there that I'd like to get some paint on at least so it doesn't get any worse, and stuff like that. So yeah, this video is just going to be a bit of paint work, bit of prep. Got a little bit of rust to deal with, some dents to bog. And yeah, and then hopefully get onto the rims. I got a new gold colour to paint them, and then give them a bit of a polish up afterwards. Yeah, hope you enjoy this video, and we'll get into it, and hopefully to pump out some more now that the hoist will be operating. Pump out some more stuff on the Camaro, get that done, and move on to the other project. And yeah, awesome. Cheers for watching. Yeah, as you can see here, I started prepping this. That's where the emblem was. It wasn't the right one anyway, it's just glued on. And this is what I was sort of talking about. There's plenty of these around. So that's actually the existing paint there, and then this was a respray. And I started here, brought it sort of back, smoothened it out. A little bit of rust up there, here and there. So these are going to go silver as they were factory. And then what I'm going to try to do is sort of blend down. So because of the light, how it is, I'll blend it down with the silver and then clear coat over top. I'll have to key this back a little bit, take the shine off. So and then we'll get onto those rims soon as well. Now I've got a bit up here to get into as well. And then also over here, managed to get the red off pinstripes. This stuff here's caked on pretty well. So I think I've tried to heat gun it. I think my best bet would just to be sanded off slowly with a few different discs, mask this up around here, and then just repaint the centers again. I've checked the match of the paint, it's pretty close for what I want to do. So. Cool, I'll get into it. So that's done a bit of the painting. That's where the top piece was. Didn't come up the best, but I'm happy with that for now. At least it'll slow the rust down a bit up there. The side on another story, turned to shit really, to be honest. The paint did some weird flake thing, but I like the kit silver. As you can notice, I've taken the rear coils out of the rear. That's the way Jay had it, and I'm going to take a few coils off the rear springs. So that's it for today in the paint side of things. Hopefully I'll get to the rims. I just need a bit of a break from it. So I'm just going to play around and take some coils, cut some coils off, chuck it back in there, get it looking obviously how it is right now. I'll have to roll the guard, which I've got a guard roller anyway, so it's easy enough to do. But I just want a tiny little bit higher than that. It's not fully on the bumps, or it's got no bumps, so fully on the chassis. Other than that, we're getting there. I've decided I'll mask up the whole side, repaint the whole side, mask it into here, up into here, and just, yeah, I'll get the gun out, do it properly. But it'll stay like that for now. Sort of goes with the rat rod rough theme, I'm guessing. Same like this thing and the other thing that sits out the front. But yeah, so that's it with the silver kits now. Definitely looks lower with the silver kits, especially how Jay had the springs out at the rear. Like, definitely looks a bit low with the silver kit on it. Obviously I'll chop the front a little bit too, but yeah, should be good. Get into it. See, what I normally do, looks like these might have been chopped before. These are a lowering spring as is. E-batch springs or something like that. Okay, this is the new puppy, by the way. She's a handful. It's like having another kid again. Hopefully I'll start skying her up if she scares her away. So what I do is I cut down from there, so the angle of the spring always stays factory sort of thing. If it comes straight down, I'm going to take the 2 coils. That should give me about 50 mil. Should give me about 50 mil there. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll come straight down from here. Take the 2 coils, and that should give me around about 50 mil hopefully. So cool, I'll get into it. I used to whack the ends a bit with a hammer, so it sort of gave the sort of like a stock look to it, and then painted them yellow again because they're always clean springs. because we had a few cops would go under there and try to feel, see if we had lowering springs or cutties. So you can do that, you're worried, but I'm not too worried about all that. So I'll get that back in the car and then we'll get a picture. So yeah, cut the springs, put them back in. Set it right about that 50mm mark that I said. Front's obviously got to go down about 1 coil, but this is it here. So it's not as low as Jay had it. Bit of a finger gap there. Won't have to roll as much of the guard, maybe a tiny bit there, but I doubt it. It's not going to go too far from where it was sitting before. So just still got a little bit of bounce in there. Won't be too rough, I guess. But yeah, so that's the that already. For camera purposes, YouTube purposes, these springs won't go on the road. But yeah, so that's how you take a coil off, and that's the gain you get from it, which is insane gain when you're into cars like me. It's well worth it. But yeah, so I won't get to the front today. I'm going to wait till the hoist is operating, and then I'll get onto that, do the front. We've been looking at the coil springs. There's a lot of different ones that I reckon will fit around that size. Even maybe the Commodore Utes might be able to alter the top striking plate a little bit and get away with some super lows off Commodore. I'm talking like VU and stuff like VU Utes and stuff like that. Or even I've seen a little Mazdas have gotten to, their rating won't be as much, so it'll sit a lot lower, but you could get a decent spring in there and then it'll be soft and push down. But I have got plans to try and make a coilover for them eventually anyway. So yeah, I do have plans to try alter once I've got it on the hoist and I can have a proper look at what sort of shocks, eyes, how they bolt on and everything like that. I'm going to look around and see if I can sort of modify a shock. You can buy them in America, but they're a lot of money, where I could probably modify something to fit off a car that they sell on marketplace for stuff off. So we'll have a look at the eyes and everything like that, and we'll take into account the weight of the car, considering to what car the coilovers came out of prior to. But yeah, we can make it work. I did get my hands on some old air shocks. Believe it or not, I found them in a market for 50 bucks, brand new. So I'll show you these. So yeah, these are like an air shock. I was looking at the rear. I could do a spring delete, not 100% sure. Let's see how it holds up and how she rides and bounces, and I don't know the quality of these. They should be alright because they're Monroe, I guess. But yeah, I'd alter the bottom to an eye, which is fairly easy. You could even make some sort of threaded on eye if you needed to. and then just run these in the rear, and then I'd be able to lift it up and down to how I want, sort of thing. So that would be a cool option if I can get that working. And then the front obviously will be like a coilover or something, if I could find some more of them and run it on bags, because this thing here sits very low. There's not much ground clearance to it. I'll show you under here. So that's it now. So she's about, hard to say on gravel, probably about 50 mil. Definitely looks better at the back, I'm happy with that. But as you can see here and here, got to close this gap up. It's going to close that gap up. So I'll probably make up a plate or something over that, where the gearbox and the sump is. Sort of like just a scrape plate, bolt it on there, make it really solid, 10 mil plate or something silly like that. And then we'll play around with the mufflers and tuck them up as high as possible. I have seen this new exhaust pipe. Well, I don't know if it's new or anything, but I've just seen it, and it's like oval, so you get the same size hole pretty much, but just as an oval. I think something like that would be pretty cool. We'll be able to give us a bit more clearance, be able to chuck it right up in there, and yeah, it'll be good to even run that on the Commodore. So I could go lower on the Commodore, because I'm sort of at its limit now. Otherwise I just drag the exhaust pipe everywhere, and it's not even low. 3-inch pipe on these VEs, yeah, once you start low, they just drag everywhere, and you end up catching them on speed bumps and everything. When it's our sort of family car sort of thing, wife wouldn't appreciate us sitting on the side of the road trying to fix the exhaust pipe. But also the wheels that are on it too, they're pretty chunky. So already hit up here a bit, as you can see there, over bigger bumps. And then here, the old VE problem is this plastic guard here. So what I've done is I've rolled these. They were rolled before I got them, which was a pretty half-pie job, but I had to sort of straighten them out a bit. They're a bit wonky, and they pumped them a fair bit too by the looks of it. But yeah, what I've done here is you trim it right back to that bolt. You probably can't get in there. Trim it right back, and it's still pretty solid. But this still, as you can see, she comes out to here. So she still whacks that, but it'll only whack till it doesn't whack anymore, I guess. So yeah. Anyways, back to the, I get carried away with this stuff, too much on my mind. But yeah, that was the paint sort of stuff. I wanted to get onto the rims, but my back's just not playing the game. Doing those springs. Then this was pretty easy. This one here, you pretty much just jacked it up and the spring fell out. It was already had like a lowering spring in it, so they had longer shocks, no shortened shocks. But that was sort of my test thing, to see if I could get through these rims, taking all these wheels off. But nah, not today. I really need this hoist up and going. Once I get my mate over, he's been a bit busy lately with his work. He doesn't really get a rest, so no pressure. But once he gets that hoist up and running, yeah, should be good, and I'll be able to do these wheels, paint these wheels, be way quicker. We'll have a look at the starter motor, get it running, play this exhaust a little bit, then we'll get her on the road and she'll be good. She is registered, so good to go. I don't know if I'm going to refix this paint or not. It's something I can't sleep on. Like, I just keep thinking about it till it's done, but I'm going to try just leave it for now, and wait till I get a bit more money, more paint, and just paint the whole sides. So this, because there's not much, so there's not really much to paint on this car. So you look, it's just that section there. If I'm matching the same sort of colour, I probably don't have to touch the bonnet too much. Depends how that stuff works. That there's doable for now. Pretty happy with that. And then this section here. So if I was to repaint the whole car, there's stuff all roof to do, which I've painted cars before, and the roof was where I struggled. The roof and the bonnet, the sides are normally pretty good, but yeah, I don't know, I just want to go out and sort of get it out and have some fun in it. It looks good as it is, I think. A little bit rough, but sort of matches my style. But yeah, get out and enjoy the thing. Pretty happy with that rear. Sits perfect. And the silver body kits. Silver body kit's good. So that was that today. Thanks for watching. Didn't get to the wheels. But we will get there when my body decides to let me. But yeah, thanks for watching. And also to the boys that watch my channel, massive thank you for helping with this hoist. I don't know why I didn't thank you on the hoist video. I watched it afterwards and thought, oh crap, what an asshole. But yeah, I'm truly grateful, and I'll see you guys soon on a Sunday soon. We'll do a catch up. But yeah, massive thank you for helping me with that hoist. I wouldn't have been able to do it myself, obviously. But can't wait to get it up and running. Bolted it all in now, so yeah, awesome, thank you, and truly grateful for that. Anyways, I'll stop talking and I'll go lie down and rest after this and put the video together. And yeah, awesome. Cheers. Like and subscribe.